Hi students, welcome back to Appleby Academy's classes. So in this video we are going to discuss about Indian Contract Act, which we are discussing under the unit legal aspects of business. So this is a particular unit when you are comparing with other units. The area which you need to study under this particular topic is comparatively lower comparing to other units, and if you got to know about the topics which you need to study or the topics which you need to focus, then it will be very easy for you to score like good marks related to this particular topic. Anyway, let's deal with the topic based on the question which got asked on June 2024. So, fiduciary relationship is a relationship based on legal obligations, absolute trust and reliance, trade relations, monetary benefits. So, in order to answer this question, you need to know fiduciary relationship. So, it is important to discuss where we are actually discussing about this fiduciary relationship and all. So, before getting into that, it is very important that you should know when a contract become valid. In order to become a valid contract, it is very important that the parties who got involved in this contract should have free consent. That means nobody forced the parties who got involved in this contract. So, it is very important under which all situation you can't say that there is a free consent, or situations where free consent is absent. So, it is a situation like there is a coercion. That means if somebody is forcing you to get into a contract, or somebody is influencing you, that is undue influence, or the contract done through fraud, or if there is a misrepresentation done in that particular contract. In all situations you can't say that there is free consent, or it's all the situations where free consent is absent. So, what is actually mean by this coercion? Coercion means if somebody is forcing you, like somebody is threatening you to get into a contract. Let's take an example. When Ram forces Shyam to transfer him all his money, Ram will kill him. So, it's like he is forcing you, otherwise I will kill. So, it's better to give me all your properties. So, it's a situation where there is a coercion. Okay. So, when it is found that the contract is made under coercion, then the contract is cancelled. So, basically we can say that in such a situation we will call, if a contract is done through, or if a contract is done where the free consent is absent, you can say that such type of contracts are voidable at the option of force party. Means if somebody is forcing you, so you are the person, or you are the person, you can choose like whether you need to continue with this contract, or if you are not okay with this contract, you can cancel it. So that it is saying that it is voidable at the option of the force party. So it can either be void or it can be valid. So in case where free consent is absent, always the contract is voidable at the option of force party. And next is undue influence. Undue influence means someone is influencing you. It's not a situation like somebody is forcing you. So, it's a situation where one person is at a higher position and dominates the other to take unfair advantage of position. It is said that undue influence. So, when you are taking this case of a parent and child, you can say that it's a situation like a parent is actually forcing the child to do something. Okay, like because it's good for you, or some way that particular our parent has some superior power over us. So, in such a situation, if they are influencing you very highly to do something, it's a situation of undue influence. So, this is happening, this is because of fiduciary relationship, because we are trusting them, or it's a situation where we got connected to them and their words are much superior to us. So, when you are taking the term fiduciary relationship, it is basically something which is related to trust, and you can see different situation like it's if your doctor is saying something to you to do something, you are just depending upon that particular person's opinion and all. So, he is some superior than us because he know much more about all these things related to disease or something. Then if situation of adult, child and parent, lower and client, so all these situations you can say that these persons can give a undue influence over the other person. Okay. So, in this situation also, if you get into a contract due to undue influence, you can say that in such a situation also the contract is voidable. Next is fraud. Fraud means you're cheating somebody. So, when one party enters into a contract with another without the intention to perform his duty is said to be fraud. It includes false representation of the facts and concealment of facts from the other party. So, you are hiding some of the information related to that particular property or something. So, it's like you are cheating, you are intentionally cheating that particular person, that is called fraud. So in that situation also the contract is voidable. And finally, misrepresentation. Misrepresentation is defined under section 18. So in case of legal aspects of business, it is very important that you should know the sections also. Okay, so it's like a false representation. You are representing something wrongly and making a contract with the other party. That's the situation. The party conducted the misrepresentation to make the other person to enter into a contract. The aggrieved party does not have any kind of right to claim for the damages he has suffered. So in this situation also you can say that the contract is voidable at the option of party. So misrepresentation means he is falsely or he is misleading you about something. Okay, that means if they are giving you some false representations related to that in order to make you into that particular contract. That's a situation of misrepresentation. Okay, and now coming back to the question, fiduciary relationship is a relationship which is based on legal obligation, absolute trust and reliance, trade relation, monetary benefit. Which will be the answer? It's of course option B, absolute trust and reliance. Okay, and when you are just going through this particular topic, you can actually see one more question from the same year, that is, in which of the following cases the undue influence is presumed. So here it is something which is given to undue influence were given, but here it is directly asking you about a situations where you can actually give a undue influence. It's a case of creditor debtor, landlord tenant, husband wife, parent and child. Now it's very easy for you to answer this question, as the things we already discussed about this undue influence, misrepresentations, or all the situations where free consent is absent. So in this video we got discussed about the situations where free consent is absent. So when you are taking this topic, it is absolutely important. So you can actually expect section wise question. That means in like a match the following question can be expected from this area. In one list they can give you different sections, and other list they can give you which section or the section defines which of the terms. Such terms can be given in list 2, and like a way that they can ask you in which all the situation undue influence is there, or just identify the situation when there is coercion, or if there is a coercion the contract can become void or voidable or valid. So such different types of question can be asked from this particular area. Anyway, we discussed about the various situation or various types of questions, or how the questions can be asked, or the points to be mainly focused under this particular topic. So I hope this video will help you for your preparation. Thank you and happy learning.